So here's what's going on in the garden these days. You can see I've got some onions planted over here, and they're starting to get some bottoms on them. We got some planted there and over here. And here's Diana's lettuce. And what we've been doing is we've been harvesting that. So we come in, and when it's about 3 or 4 inches tall, and we'll cut it. And that there is ready. And clip it back, and then it starts back like this and just continues to grow. And this will be about our 3rd or 4th cutting on it. Doubt we'll get much more than that because it's starting to get pretty hot. But Diana wanted to try an eggplant. So here's our eggplant growing. And there's a couple little fruit down in there that are growing nicely. We're probably going to end up having to stake that. So that's our raised bed. Down here, this tomato plant, I actually cut off as a sucker from one of our hydroponic tomatoes and just stuck it in the ground just as an experiment to see if it would grow. And there it is. And we've got blooms coming, more blooms coming, and looks like it's survived and done well. It's rooted itself. This is one that I did the other day, and it went into a severe wilt. And it's actually coming back. It's actually standing upright a little bit better, so it appears as though that one may make it. And then over here is our hydroponic setup that we did kind of as a test. Got some cabling there to tie up the tomatoes and the peppers. So we've got peppers going. Not sure exactly what varieties they all are, but it looks like that one there may be a jalapeno. Same thing with that one. This one here. That one may be a sweet Cubanelle. Got some more growing on that one. So the peppers have really done well. They took a while, but they're blossoming and doing really good. So basically what I did is I took these 4-gallon buckets, and since this was just an experiment, I didn't do everything correctly, but for the next time, I know what to do to fix my problems. So I just wanted to get it started. And it looks like, as you can see, the stems are just robust and really full of life, and a lot of fruit, a lot of blossoms. The plants are really healthy. This is some kind of an heirloom variety. It's got, I think, what they call a potato leaf. This is a cherry. We've already picked a couple off that. Just plenty of fruit. Those cherry tomatoes are about 1 inch thick when they get to maturity. Some more cherries. Just totally full of life. I did this bucket of cucumbers just a little bit differently. I filled it up with the clay pebbles, and it was doing really well until the drain got clogged up. And I ended up having to pull out all of the clay pebbles, or most of them, which really disturbed the root system. So this thing has gone through a severe decline here. I don't know if it's going to make it or not, but it seems to be doing okay for the moment. You can see I've got some cucumbers growing. We've already harvested 2 big ones and a lot more fruit, but I don't see that many more blossoms coming. I guess there's some coming here on the top, so maybe we're past the shock. It's I think it's called a Corina cucumber. So they're more of a greenhouse cucumber, and they don't really need to be pollinated. They're kind of I think they call it polycarthic or something like that. So we've got some more tomatoes on this side, which got some pretty good sized fruit on those. Some more coming on this one. There's another cherry. these plants were given to me, so I wasn't sure where they were going to go or what they were going to end up being, so we just kind of put them in here just as an experiment anyway. But here's a Roma for sure, just full of fruit down up in there, and there's more coming on top also. Now this tomato plant here is kind of interesting, as it was it had been started out there in the bed and where we had our other ones, and somehow this one got missed when we were planting, and I don't know, I guess maybe I didn't see it or it was dead, something. Anyway, at the end of the day, it just started growing once the temperatures warmed up, and I said, well, we'll just stick it in here, and away it goes, and it's doing really, really well. Looks like it's got a couple suckers that need to get pinched off. We want to make sure that the life goes into the main stalk of the plant for fruiting and more growth. So those suckers get pinched off as they grow, and that'll force the energy right up through. Anyway, that's what we've got going on for right now. Looks like I've got one here that's not draining properly, so I need to take care of that, and that's it for now.